You got to grip that. Now let me stop. All right, so I have a question though.
Please ask another question. This shit about to turn to something totally. We about to turn to Kegel.
Sound.
I mean, it's like off sub. Well, it's not off subject, but do you think that a person can have a successful relationship with multiple partners? Like that poly, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that they can have a successful relationship when it's more than one person? Robin, what you think? Because you said first.
No, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm not a serial dater, so I'm not doing that. I'm just I need to focus on one person, and I don't like to share. So that whole thing about no, I'm not doing that. So me personally, if you like it, I love it. But for me, no, I'm not doing it. But no man asked me, would I consider it? No. And did I say no? Oh, I forgot to mention. No, I'm not doing it. So that's not no. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope.
What about you, Cookie?
I don't personally think I could handle it, but I have a lot of friends in Philly and they're Muslim and they got 2 husbands, they got 2 wives, all type of stuff, and they're happy as lambs, and they don't think nothing about a girlfriend, and she be like, oh, my husband is coming over, yeah, he be there otherwise. Half of the week and be at another while at my house half of the week. And she said, that's part of the lifestyle. And just as long as he can provide in both households, they're okay with it. And they function fine. And I'd be like, wow, like I'd be amazed at how smooth and how easy they
Hello. Did the thing go off for everybody, or was it just for me?
No, I think
we
having a little technical difficulty.
I think
Okay,
she probably hit a dead spot.
I thought it was bugging.
Probably the dead spot.
Okay. Well, me personally, when I was with the guy that I was talking to, I let him go and date and talk to whoever he wanted to, because I was secure in the situation. Like, I don't care. I feel as though when for me, this again personally, I feel like when I talk to a man, it got to be me and me only. He was still out here running around and doing what the fuck he wanted to, the freak he wanted to do. So I feel like if it's an understanding, then I could care less what you out here doing. Just make sure that I come first and foremost. You make sure my bills is paid. You make sure you come home and then be happy. But it didn't work out. But that's just how I just saw the relationship working out for me. So I don't mind if a man has multiple partners as long as I'm number one.
Wow, that's progressive. Maya, how you feeling about that?
About what? About what Kiki said, or just the whole thing in general?
Well, you ain't got to comment on Kiki. That's a little bit.
I don't have anything to say about what she said. To each his own. I'm not judgmental. Hey,
thank you, baby.
Yeah, live your life, girl, and have fun doing it. What was the old saying? YOLO. People still say that, but yeah, I used to watch a show on, I don't know if it was Showtime or HBO, called Big Love, when they were Mormons, and they are into that whole polyamorous or polygamy or whatever it's called. I would say, just from the show and just from me listening to people who are in relationships like that, no, because I will defer to Kiki, like when she says she wants to be number one, and in the show, and people that I know do that, that's the issue. The issue is everybody wants to kind of be number one, and he did have a number one wife, and then the number two, and then he got a third wife. And so the issue was him, and each of them had a house, but him going, maybe he was with this one on Monday, and then this one on Tuesday, and this one on Wednesday. It became an issue. So yes, I don't think, even if a man could afford it, I ain't with it personally or whatever, with all that bullshit. It's like, yeah, you want to have a whole bunch of women. I can't tell you what to do. a whole bunch of wives. I can't tell you what to do, but I won't be one of them.
Yep, that's where the issue comes into play when they just, they just be all over. You gotta get these hoes in order, nigga.
But that's the thing too. They would all hang out together, watch each other's kids and stuff like that. That's a lot. To be married to 3 or 4 different people, that would be a hell no for me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna say no. I'm gonna assume you're gonna say no to the poly thing, right? E, is that safe to say?
No, y'all know I've been tricked into a throuple ship, and we actually had a house and a business and everything. While I feel like it's not for everybody, I feel like the Western world has a lot of. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We hear you fine.
Absolutely.
I feel like a lot of people in the Western part of the world, they don't understand that is a concept that was pushed on us. And a lot of religions is you aren't to have that unless you can equally care for and love all of those people. Also, it should be started in honesty. It won't last if you started on lies and you lying to people. That never comes back and works. But when you're honest with people, it's somebody out here for everybody. All these people that lie about what they into and what they like, and then you go into a relationship with somebody who wants the direct opposite of what the fuck you want. That's why it will never work. But when you go into things honestly, you will find somebody that's on the same page as you.
Right. The honesty part. Because, men, people, I don't want to say just men, but people in general, they pretend that they want one thing and then they out here doing. So why you just didn't tell me and let me, be the one to just say whether or not I want to ride this roller coaster with you or not. But I mean, whatever. What about you, GQ? What you think?
I'll give it to you like this. It's fair to say we all know somebody who's been a side woman, a side chick, a side piece at some point in their life. They be the main ones talking about I needed to just be me, me, me. No, you was in a polyamorous relationship when you was with the man who already had somebody. So go ahead and accept it. You did it, and you was happy to do it. So I have a different point of view, and I think a decision is a decision. And if you should decide to make one, stand up for your decision. I mean, you could choose to do anything. It's just a mindset. I accept this. I am it. Honesty, exactly what he said. It's just built out of honesty and being honest with yourself about it. So it can happen, but society, Western society, nah, you ain't gonna find nobody who's really just trying to be honest about that and go with it. So yeah, that's what that is.
Part, because what you said could be true, but it wouldn't be polygamy if the first person that he was dealing with didn't know. So if the
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah, if the side chick was
where I wouldn't be honest at though.
Right, but the woman who he's with don't know.
Oh yeah,
then it
definitely
not a polygamy kind of situation because one partner don't know. All
right.
would have to be yes in order for something like that.
Exactly.
I just like people just get bored after a certain period of time. So why not just? I mean, I don't know.
A man
I feel like you also won't never know till you're in a situation. I feel like all of us have those. I never do this, but you don't know what you're gonna do till you in a situation.
Exactly.
I don't feel like a man can serve 2 masters. I've had somebody ask me that, and he's very good looking and this and that, but I'm looking at him like, no. I mean, why?
Wait.
What? I don't.
Well, I'll tell y'all. I'll give y'all a little insider and a little story time. I was with somebody for 2 years. And you can ask me all the questions you want to because I was asked. There was no signs. There was no hiding. We was everywhere. Took me to meet the mama. I knew all the friends. The sisters called me sis. All that. We was out. We was about. We owned businesses. And at that 2-year mark, he told me he was married. I was devastated. I left. I went home. I changed the locks on my house. I made a list of the goods and the bads of him. The goods outweighed the bad. And I just felt like, fuck it. I was already in love. You live once. We tried it. We all got a house together. We upgraded our business and we rocked out. However, it did not work because it started with dishonesty.
Mm-hmm.
The situation was kind of cool most of the time because I'm a businesswoman. She wasn't. So we were two different people. So like, yes, girl, fold the clothes, wash the dishes, take care of the kids. I'm at the business, running things over here, bartending, setting up events. So the reason why it didn't work is because we both agreed to do something we didn't really want to do because of the love we felt for that man. So it was a learning experience for me. However, I wouldn't necessarily say I wouldn't do it again. It just would have to start in honesty. It would have to be for real because let's just be honest, that's where the whole "it takes a village to raise a kid" came from. When our men had multiple wives. And you gotta understand, like, it's a whole deeper story. Like, we could talk about that over after the smoke, because it's some things to get into. Because I feel like when people hear polyamorous or polygamy, all they think about is sex, and that's not what it's about. Right. It's not about just this big orgy. That's not what it's about. It's about community. It's about protection. It's about businesses, streams of income, love. It's not based upon sex.
Right.
Well said, E. Nicole.
Yeah.
Well said.
Okay.
E for president.
Yeah. Did Robin say how she felt?
All right, we're coming up on our time.
Okay, I got one more.
You said what? You said what, man?
I said I didn't know if Robin said how she felt. I wasn't sure.
She said it's a hard no.
Robin said she won't win. She said she don't share. Maya, Robin said she don't share. We're coming up.
Okay.
She said it's a hard no.
Robin said hell no. You ain't nobody. Walter Lee.
Short answer.
Walter Lee is the same person. Ain't no Walter and Lee. Goddamn.
That part.
Right. Okay.
I do want Kiki got another question, and I want to give GQ his moment for GQ's corner.